My name's Mandy Hansen. I am a horticulturist at the Toledo Zoo. I've been working here for the past 4 or 5 years, and I primarily take care of the rose garden, a few of the outdoor landscapes, the butterfly garden and things. And then myself and one other horticulturist, we work in the greenhouse and do a lot of our in-house plant propagation and do that, all winter. Working in horticulture is really the study of growing plants in an area and making them look the best that you can, and really working with and sort of manipulating Mother Nature's habits to give you a garden and to give you a landscape that really thrives and looks good for as long as you can, make it look good. There are a lot of people who garden, as a hobby and are very adept horticulturists. So it's something that a lot of people sort of have skills for and might not realize, that they're studying horticulture if it's just picking up a book from the library and learning about perennials and things like that you can use in your home yard. I studied at a university to get my base skill, but it's very much a career where you learn as you go, and I'm learning something new every day, whether it's a new plant or a new technique, a new cultural technique to make something look better or thrive in a different location. Roses are an excellent example of that. So roses, to keep them blooming and looking really, really nice all summer, you're deadheading them pretty consistently, and that's to keep them from setting the fruit. Most plants, once they set and ripen their fruit, it's sort of their hint that winter is coming, and dormancy is the next step. And so by deadheading roses, you're keeping them flowering, keeping them growing, and till I want them to go dormant. So I deadhead them all summer until it's almost fall, and then I stop deadheading them, and they can finish that setting fruit, setting seed process, and then they'll be ready to basically go to sleep for the winter. So then they'll be able to grow and thrive again next year. We take care of most of the, well, more or less all of the landscape areas in between exhibits. We take care of a lot of the plantings in some of the animal exhibits. We take care of most of the turf areas and things like that around grounds, the greenhouse, the conservatory. So yeah, we have a full-time staff and several seasonal employees that help us throughout the year. And then we also set up the Lights Before Christmas display. So that's been going on since the first week of August. We've been setting up Christmas lights. Pretty much everything we eat, we can credit to bees. Most of our fruits are produced because of bee pollination. Most of the animals that we eat are fed with grain foods that are seeds that are produced because of bee pollination. So bees are really vital to life. And I know that sounds really corny, but it's very true. And a lot of bees are not as aggressive as people think. A lot of bees are confused for more aggressive wasps, yellow jackets, hornets, things like that. So they're sort of mislabeled as bullies of nature, but as long as they're, again, to sound cheesy, if you don't bother them, they won't bother you. And you can't overestimate the importance of bees in a landscape and for human life. I love working in the rose garden, and I joke with visitors all the time that my job is to literally stop and smell the roses, so that's nice. But I like interacting with the visitors a lot. It's always really nice when someone comes through the rose garden or any of the gardens, expressly looking for the gardens, looking to learn about plants, looking to learn about the horticulture process at the zoo. And so it's nice to take a minute and talk and educate and promote the zoo's mission, and to promote zoological horticulture, and just promote, landscape awareness and horticulture awareness. The zoo is very much a year-round attraction. There's always something to see, and there's something for everybody, really. A lot of the kids are drawn to the really exciting animals to look at, the polar bears, the smaller primates. A lot of parents and a lot of couples, retired couples, or just people who don't bring their kids to the zoo like the tranquility of coming through the gardens. Right now you're seeing tons of monarchs and tons of butterflies flying around, and it's always a nice place to come and learn something. If it's about an animal, if it's about the native environment of where we live. Ohio Wild Toledo program is doing an excellent job of that, educating about the native wildflower prairies and native wildlife. Or if it's just coming through, a heavily manicured landscaped area like the rose garden or like our formal garden, and to just have a picnic and smell some flowers and then just enjoy the great outdoors, on a nice fall day.